There is one bill that lands in your mailbox every single year, the biggest single bill most homeowners will ever face. And once you turn 65, the law in almost every state says you may be allowed to freeze it, lower it, and in some cases, stop a large part of it for good. I am talking about your property tax, not a small discount shaved off the top, not a coupon in the mail. I mean freezing the whole thing in place so it can never climb on you again, and knocking thousands of dollars off what you owe, for one reason and one reason only, because you finally asked. And here is the part that should make you angry. Nobody whose job it is to collect that money has the slightest reason to tell you. Your county will not call you. Your city will not send a letter. The tax office will not knock on your door and say, "You have been overpaying us for years. Let us fix that." It sits there quietly in the hope that you keep paying out of a lifetime of habit. Thank you for stopping here, because most people scroll right past a video like this and it quietly costs them thousands of dollars. So today, I am going to walk you through exactly how seniors freeze and lower this bill, the different breaks you may qualify for, and the one quiet mistake that keeps this money draining out of your account year after year. Stay with me all the way to the end, because the last part is the one almost nobody knows, and it is the one that can hand you back money you already overpaid. Let me start with why this bill is the one worth fighting. Property tax is different from almost every other bill you have because it never stops climbing. As the years go by and homes in your area are worth more, the county raises the value it puts on your home, and your tax bill climbs right along with it. So a person who has lived in the same paid-off house for 30 years can end up with a property tax bill 3 or 4 times higher than the day they moved in, on the very same house, on a fixed retirement income that did not triple to match it. That is the trap. Your income stopped growing, but this one bill did not. And that is exactly the problem these senior breaks were written to fix. So, here is the first break, and it is the foundation of all of it. It is called the Homestead exemption. In plain words, it tells the county to knock a chunk of value off your home before they tax it. If your home is valued at $300,000 and your exemption is $50,000, then you are only taxed as if the home were worth $250,000. You are taxed on less, so you owe less every year for as long as you live there. Almost every state offers some version of this for a primary home. And here is the important part for you. When you turn 65, most states give you an extra larger exemption on top of the regular one, just for your age. More value knocked off, a smaller bill, but only if it is on file. The second break is the one that changes everything, and it is the reason I made this video. It is called the senior freeze. Some places call it an assessment freeze, some call it a tax ceiling, but the idea is the same, and it is powerful. Once you qualify, usually in the year you turn 65, it locks your home's taxable value, or in some states, the tax bill itself, right where it is, frozen. So even as every other house on your street keeps getting valued higher and higher, yours is held still at the level of the year you signed up. Your neighbors who never applied watch their bills climb every single year. Yours sits frozen in place. Over 10 or 15 years of retirement, that one form can save you tens of thousands of dollars, and it does nothing but protect you the longer you live. Now, let me be honest and accurate with you, because this is your money, and I will not overpromise. These breaks are not identical in every state. In a few states, the freeze locks the actual dollar amount of your bill, so it can never rise. In others, it freezes the value of your home, which means your bill can still move a little if the local tax rate changes, but far, far less than it would have. Some states have no income limit at all, so every homeowner over 65 qualifies. Others only give the freeze to seniors under a certain income, which in some places is around $75,000 a year, which is higher than most retirees think. so do not assume you earn too much to qualify. The rules carry different names and different lines in every state. But some version of an age-based break exists almost everywhere, and the odds are very good that one is sitting there right now with your name on it. There is a third kind of help worth knowing about, on top of freezing and lowering. Many states also offer what is called a rebate or a circuit breaker. This is different. Instead of lowering the bill before you pay, it sends money back to you after you pay if your property tax is large compared to your income, which is exactly the situation so many retirees are in. It can be a few $100s, or it can be more, coming back to you as a check or a credit. Most seniors have never heard the term and never claim it. It is one more pile of money left sitting on the table. Now, here is the one quiet mistake, the whole reason this video exists, and I need you to hear it clearly, because it is the difference between saving thousands and saving nothing. None of this happens on its own, not one piece of it. The county does not look at your birthday and quietly lower your bill. There is no automatic switch that flips when you turn 65. Every single one of these breaks, the homestead exemption, the senior freeze, the rebate, all of them requires you to fill out a form and file it with your county. That is the mistake that costs people the most. They assume that because they are old enough, it must be handled. It is not. Millions of seniors who qualify for every one of these breaks are still paying the full, unfrozen climbing bill year after year for no reason other than that a single piece of paper was never turned in. So let me tell you exactly what to do, and it is simpler than you fear. You are looking for one office. It is usually called the county assessor, or in some states, the county appraisal district. That is the office that decides your home's value and applies these breaks. You can call them directly, and here are the exact words to use. Say, I am over 65, I own and live in my home, and I want to apply for the over 65 homestead exemption and the senior freeze. That one sentence puts you on the right path. They will tell you what to file. If you would rather look first, search your own county's name, plus the words Senior Property Tax Exemption, and the official county page will come up with the form and the rules for where you live. When you make that call, ask them these 4 things, so nothing is left on the table. 1. Which exemptions am I eligible for now that I am 65? 2. Is there a freeze or a ceiling, and how do I lock it in this year? 3. Is there a rebate or refund program based on my income? And 4, and this is the one almost nobody thinks to ask, if I qualified in past years but never applied, can I get any of it back? Because in a number of states you can. They will let you recover a year, sometimes more, of the money you overpaid while you were eligible and simply did not know. That is money you have already earned back. All you have to do is ask for it. Let me also warn you about one thing, so it does not trip you up. In some places, these breaks are not one and done. A few states ask you to confirm once a year that you still live in the home, or the freeze can quietly fall off. So when you call, ask that too. Do I ever need to renew this, or is it permanent once I am approved? Get the answer, write it down, and if it renews, mark it on a calendar. Do not let a form you already won slip away over a piece of mail you missed. Now, step back and look at what all of this shares, because it is the same lesson under every senior break there is. The money is real. The programs already exist, and they were written for exactly your situation. The only thing standing between you and a frozen, lowered bill is a form the county is in no hurry to hand you. They are counting on you not asking. This is your home, the thing you worked your whole life to pay for, and protecting it from the bill that never stops climbing is one of the most powerful moves you can make in retirement. And it costs you nothing but one phone call. So here is the only thing I am asking you to do this week. Do not file this away as a someday task, because someday is how another full year of overpaying slips by. Find your county assessor or appraisal district by phone or online and ask the one question: I am over 65 and I own my home. What property tax breaks can I file for, and can I lock in the freeze this year? Then fill out whatever they put in front of you. One afternoon, one form, and a bill that has been climbing for years finally stops. This is general information to help you know what to ask for, not legal or tax advice, and the exact rules and income limits are different in every state, so confirm the details with your own county. But the question itself is free to ask, and for most homeowners over 65, asking it is worth more than any other thing you will do with your money this year. And before you go, think of one person who needs to hear this. Someone who has lived in the same home for decades, on a fixed income, watching that property tax bill climb, and quietly paying it because they never knew they could stop. A parent, a neighbor, an old friend living alone. Send them this video. It could be worth thousands of dollars to them, and all it took was someone finally telling them to ask. Go and make your call this week and help one other person make theirs.